see. All
Oh,
right.
we're live.
We are live. All right. So let me do a little intro and we'll get this going. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on, Marco?
Not much, man. Rainy weather. Perfect weather for the draw,
Yes.
bro.
I know, right? For
Yeah. But you live like an hour away. So is it raining over there too?
yeah, it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, if you're watching this for the first time, my name is Sam. I'm an independent comic book artist and podcaster, and I'm hanging out here with Marco DeFilio, and we're going to be drawing today and chatting.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Yeah.
So what's up? Check out my gig right here. Yeah, I'm just posting some stuff, getting some stuff going. So what are you going to draw today, bro?
I'm debating. I don't know. Normally I have a theme for the day. Right now I'm doing a lot. Well, as you know, so if people are watching that don't know yet, I've been drawing each day a different like character on my sketchbook, and I take like an hour, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
It started with Pokemon. A lot of Pokemon. I tried to draw like 1,025 Pokemon. That got insane for a minute. It got way too much too fast. But then I switched to like Marvel. Then I got to DC, and I was hitting my stride right there. So I don't know, but honestly, not feeling. I don't know. I'm not feeling it. So I think I'm just gonna draw whatever that comes to mind. This probably will be a DC character, but I just got to decide.
Yeah.
What you doing? A duty?
Yeah, I'm gonna do duty in a like a medieval time in honor of Forbidden.
Forbidden.
Yeah, medieval times type thing. Because Forbidden's now on Kickstarter, so I'm going on my second week. Let me hit the share button. Join us live. Join us live.
There you go, bro. Yeah, do the advertisement, bro.
You know it. Yeah, let me get this up here. Cool. There it is. Boom. So that's playing there. Yeah. So yeah, I got up this morning at 5 a.m. and I filmed. I did the production for that little short film I'll play in a little bit of me promoting Forbidden. I wanted to have fun with the campaign, and so I want to create some excitement around. In fact, I want this way because I'm changing the angle. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Yeah. Yeah, so I did this promo piece to promote Forbidden. It's running on Kickstarter right now. We got 19 days left. We are funded, and we've unlocked 4 milestone goals, and we're $421 away from unlocking a mystery stretch goal.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but I just added a new add-on, which is a 300-piece jigsaw puzzle set of Forbidden.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so I just added that onto the campaign today, and so there's only 10, so it's limited to 10. So it's an add-on; it's not a reward tier. So get it while you can. Add that to your basket, but it's pretty dope. It's going to be very limited, and so I'm excited about it.
Yeah, bro, you're a workhorse. Every time I see you on, you're on a Kickstarter moving things, man. But it's always amazing to see your stuff.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta try. When it's you only get one shot at this, right? To try to make a first impression, and everyone's known me for duty for such a long time that I want them to know that I created Forbidden way before I created Duty.
Yeah,
and
that's actually I was gonna ask you, but I haven't got the chance. It's like I saw you the message about Forbidden, and out of nowhere you were like, "Oh yeah, I've been doing this for a long time." I was like, "What? You've never told me about Forbidden? What's going on? Where's this coming out of?"
Yeah, I created Forbidden is 25 years old, bro. I created Forbidden way before Duty. Actually, a few years before Duty, and when I created Forbidden, it was at a time, I don't know, I was just inspired and I started writing and writing and writing and writing. And then I created the entire Bible. I created everything, the entire series. And then I put it away. I designed the characters, I did the scripts, and then I put it away because I didn't like my art style at the time. And I didn't feel like I could compliment it. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to wait. I'm going to move this over so I can get this over here, get more of that sword in there. So I wanted to wait a little bit and then I met Annibal at a convention and at a Star Wars convention. And eventually I had my own publishing company, Crazy Comics at the time. And so we brought him on to do Street Journal, which was written and created by Jonathan Syphax and co-created by George Medina. And so that's what we initially brought Annibal on to do. And then it didn't work out. So I gave him Forbidden to do. And I loved his art style. And then we've released a couple of issues, but then I left the game. Forbidden stopped. Everything stopped. So just bringing it back, it's completed, it's ready to go, and just want to get people on board with it.
Yeah, I feel that. I've told you that I'm writing a book. I feel the same way about like my book. It's like when I start drawing, I sometimes have to step back a little bit and then just be like, hey, I don't think it's there yet. So I take a break and then sometimes I don't realize that I've taken too long of a break.
Right. Yeah.
But it's just that passion project that you just want to get it just right.
Yes.
You're flipping.
I'm trying to find like the right layout. Yeah. But yeah. So that was it, and then when I did the campaign for the Christmas special, that wasn't trending well. And so I was like, you know what? I said, I stopped that campaign. Even though people were like, nah, you should just let it going, it would have funded. I've never had a Duty campaign for my comic book designated my toilet that did not fund in the first week. And this was like 6 weeks. I'm sorry. This was like 3 weeks in and it hasn't funded. And then most of the backers didn't return. So I was like, you know what? I'm dropping it. They're not feeling it. I'm not going to force it. And then I was like, you know what? I was going to just take the rest of the year off. But then I was like, you know what? I got Forbidden. Let me get that out there. Let me get it out of my system. And that's what happened.
Well, I mean, it could have been a sign that was like, it's time to release this now.
Yeah. I was glad that it was funded in 4 days. I wish it would have been funded on the first day, but I was glad it was funded in 4 days. And I'm just trying to get as many readers as possible onto it, even if it's digital. I'm just trying to get as many readers as possible onto the campaign, and hopefully people will come along for the ride. I got some really cool stuff. There's amazing trading cards. There's an amazing trading card set. There's a puzzle. There's an amazing drawstring book backpack. There's a lot of cool stuff with it. So, so I'm excited about this campaign. I think it's really cool. The artwork is tight. The story is tight. So it's trending well as long as it stays that way. You know, we got a couple pledges the past 2 days, so we're up to 32 backers. You know, but yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff in it for people. So hopefully they still come along.
Yeah, for sure. You gotta let me do a cover.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I already did Duty. Now I gotta do your other.
Yeah.
The Super Saiyan Goku.
Yeah. That's right. That was fat. That was fire.
Yeah, I gotta print that for you. Did I print it up? Yeah, I did. Didn't I? Did I give it to you at
Yes.
Retro?
Yes.
And I signed it too.
Yeah. I got that stuff in a box.
Mm.
It's going on my wall when I finish when I do my office, because I haven't unpacked all my stuff since I moved, and so all my stuff's still in the shed. So when I unpack, it'll go on my wall. I'll wait till you blow up, and then I'll
Blow up, bro. Hey, but I'm slowly getting there. Each drawing that I do, you know.
Yeah.
They're getting more complicated. Yeah. I can't believe I started with Pokemon. I don't know. I had an idea and started like, I need to do something to draw every day. Why not do Pokemon? That's basic shit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, for a moment, I had people come up to me like, "Oh, you just draw Pokemon." And I was like, "No, I draw everything."
That's why. That's another reason why. Like, some people had a hard time with the fact that I started doing some promo stuff for Forbidden, because they're so used to me doing this, and they didn't realize that I started drawing out that way. I just wasn't happy with my style. And then, so I just been drawing, you know, when you draw every day, you get better, your eye gets better, your hand to eye coordination gets better, you start seeing things better. And so when I decided to do Forbidden, I said, you know what, I'm going to do some promo pieces. It takes me longer to do those, but, and then people like, oh, we didn't know you could draw that way or whatever. And I'm like, so I had to go live and draw to show them, yes, I can draw this way, bro. Stop messing around. And
I'm an artist. Okay.
Yeah, no, I was like, you know, but you know, so people still just have a hard time with stuff, and but yeah, man. Yes, I did some live streams with Lou Pons, fantastic illustrator, and Daphne Lage, another fantastic illustrator, joined us on a live one night that I was finishing up a piece. I think it was Deseret. I think that's what it was. So, yeah, but no, and now I'm working on Cosmic Wars. It's another book that nobody knows about. That Cosmic Wars was my first book into the comic game. That was my first published book, and so back then, when I used to draw, I used to build all my backgrounds in 3D.
So I did that actually.
Yeah,
I learned the program, and I was like, it was easy to do that.
Yeah, so I had all the programs. I had 3D Studio Max, I had Combustion, I had Bryce, you know, so I used to design all my stuff in 3D, and I would draw my characters and I would export it as a bitmap, and I'd bring it into Photoshop, and then I draw over the 3D with my character, you know, all the characters and the ships and the weapons and all that stuff, whatever. And so that's what I was known for back then. I was like, you know, I was back in 2003. I was probably the only guy that was doing it at that time.
Damn, 2003?
Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. And so yeah, I've been here for a while.
I know. I think mode.
He's like, you just put a Kevin Hart on me. You're like, damn. Yeah,
you're doing really early concept art over here. Early the concept artists are doing it like, because I know my buddy is like doing a lot of concept art. He builds a lot of 3D models. Well, it's different now because of like AI and all that. But it's not, you go through the 3D model and then you photo mash it.
Yeah, and that's what I was doing back then. And so if anybody who's read, there's Duty's Monsters, which is the book that I did, and it's where Duty is back on Uranus, and you know, him and his buddy goes after Cthulhu. Gorf is in it. Gorf is the main character in Cosmic Wars, and he's in it. And I've always wanted to go back and do Cosmic Wars. So this break doing Forbidden was a good break for me. So I'm able to. It allowed me to flex my drawing from duty, and then I was like, you know what? I'm going to start the new year with Cosmic Wars issue number 0. Introduce another one of my babies, but I'm redrawing the whole thing. So I'm not using 3D. I'm drawing everything from hand, so I'm not doing any of that stuff. So I'm using my old drawings as my thumbnails, like for my story, because I already have the storyboard. So I don't have to overthink it anymore. I can just redraw it because I'm so much better than I was back in 2003. When I look at myself back then, I'm like, man, you're whack. And so now I'm going to put that out there, hopefully get a new audience on board. And so then hopefully the audience from Forbidden and Cosmic Wars come over in the spring when I release issue number 8 of Designated in My Toilet.
Yeah. I stopped doing the 3D models and I started doing the lines a lot. So I had someone come up to me and they saw one of the because I sometimes do hard landscapes and I do these forced perspectives. Yeah. So someone asked me how I did it, and I kind of showed them the lines, and you'll see the whole page is full of different lines going different directions and all that.
Right.
And I could read it, and the person was like, "Whoa, how can you tell what's what?" Because there was a whole bunch of lines going everywhere just to get the perspective just right.
Right. But that's the great thing about art, bro. It's there's so many ways and so many tools at our disposal to be able to achieve something. And, but ever since I started using Clip Studio, bro, I gained a level of confidence that I didn't have before. So, yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what the daily drawings did for me too. It's just I'm not saying I was a bad artist, but I'm just saying I wasn't as confident sometimes. So I was way longer when I was doing figure drawings. So I was that's why I switched over too. I was I wanted to see if I can just get the confidence. Now I'll be doing a figure drawing, and I can kind of, I can get the idea from without reference. Right? I do need reference. I do get that question a lot. Every time I get I post something, some people are do you use reference? The answer is yes. Sometimes yes, of course I'm gonna use reference. If I can't tell what I'm trying to draw, I absolutely use reference. And then sometimes it comes out of my ass, but
I think we all. I use reference. It's if I'm trying to, if I want to create a medieval look, even now, right? It's what was the clothing look? What did the clothing look like, and stuff like that. So I think we all use it as a way to make sure that we give respect to what it is that we're trying to. Because it's got to be relatable, so the person's got to be able to understand what they're seeing. And if you're trying to draw a bike and you don't know how to draw a bike, it's never gonna, they're gonna be like, "What the hell is that?" Yeah.
That's what I told. That's why I kind of tell everybody that comes out and I recommend that you do use reference if you want for accuracy.
Right?
Reference is gonna get you more accurate than doing it out of your mind, because your mind be playing tricks on you sometimes.
Yes. Yeah.
And it makes you see things really differently.
Yeah.
I know early on, when I was trying to do walking poses, I would do the legs walking knees and walking outward. And I didn't use reference. And I was like, okay, this has to have people walking, knees going outward. And then the professor goes no, look at this reference. All knees walk inward. And this was just my mind playing a trick on me.
Right. Yeah. It's funny, it's funny because I drew something, and then what I did was I uploaded it to see if I hit the right perspective, and it showed me where I was wrong. Mm-hmm. It showed me the points that I missed. I was like, oh man, right? So even because when you're drawing from your mind, sometimes you're gonna miss some things, right? So I think Alex Ross, famous painter, he uses references,
Well, you haven't on your podcast before, but I told you that was like one of the main guys that got me in the game.
Yeah.
I like saw his shit. I was like, wow, I want to make a story like that shit.
Yeah, I mean, Alex Ross he's the man. I mean, I got to see him at Wizard World Chicago. They had a big display. It was the Alex Ross Museum, they called it. And he had this big life-size Superman there, and it was just amazing. It was amazing just to be able to see it. And you see this guy who, everybody like just admires his work and loves his work. And then when you look at his process, he uses live models. He has photo references of women and people. He has live photography where he uses lighting to get the shadows done. So when he's painting, he wants to make sure he gives respect to the artwork, and then he gets the look that he's trying to go for. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, no, definitely. He does way more than me. I just look at Pinterest. That's what I like pull up. I look at Pinterest. There's so much like references now on Pinterest.
Yeah.
Like you can look and you can study. And the thing that I also like about Pinterest, because some of them upload like sketches, like the sketches of figure drawings, like the most basic sketches of figure drawings, which help me more than some of like real life, because it helps me break down the body. Have you ever seen like those on Pinterest where they break down like they just draw like the structure?
Yes.
It helps me a lot to see where I'm going wrong in a sense, because sometimes in real life you can't really see like how something looks, but when someone breaks it down in lines, you're like, oh, that's why I'm seeing it like that, and that's why I'm like not correctly drawing it right.
Right. Yeah. But I think one, draw every day, and two, study the things that make you most uncomfortable. Draw those all the time. I remember, like, I couldn't draw bikes for the life of me. And so I would just draw a bike over and over from different angles, over and over again until I got it. I was only helping myself out by doing it, because now it'll be easier. I won't spend as much time trying to figure out how to capture the bike, the look of the bike. Let me now lighten that up so I can ink over it. You know what I mean?
You got that dude design down, bro. You got
yeah. I draw Duty really quickly. I could draw him in anything really quickly. Everything else that's not Duty, it takes me longer. Like Duty and Gorf, Cosmic Wars, I can draw like in my sleep, bro.
That's when you get comfortable with your character. You're like, yeah, this is like, I know exactly which way to go. And all
yes. That. Yes. Exactly. So you're doing any shows or anything?
Debating, because you haven't been to the ones, but I don't know if you met Terry. He was Terry Williams, I think it was last name. I can look up his last name. Me and Lori met him like at Arlington Comic-Con. He hosts a lot of like card shows, but he's making them into comic book shows. It was the one that I went to see Stan Lee.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's hosting another one here in December. I'm thinking about it going. Saying like, I enjoy shows. I'm not gonna lie. I enjoy talking to people. I don't know. That's the community aspect of it. I like to interact with people, see what they think of the art, and I like I like putting my sketchbook out there and getting feedback. And not a lot of people are not going to give me structured feedback. But when like an artist that's well known comes up to you and starts breaking it down, it's like mad respect. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm thinking of doing the show in December. He has a show in December. I don't know if it's in the same location because he's already done 3 shows.
Okay.
But I don't want to be like, I don't know if I go the 3rd time, it would be the same people who saw my work already 2 times before.
Right.
If they want to buy more, I don't know.
Right.
I haven't had the time to make a lot of new art. I think I'm actually going to make something new for this time. I already have a week. I've been stuck doing a lot of the book. I'm working on a book called Root Folk, which first issue did come out already. It was that. Well, let me explain what Root Folk is. I'm not the writer, but the writer is Lucas. He's the writer of New York. I'm the artist. Um, it's the way I'm reading it's a dark fantasy basically about a warrior.
Mhm.
If the genre is basically talking about like if you when a baby is lost in the woods and it gets raised by animals, but in this context, it's mainly a baby left in the woods being raised by magical trees. Has kind of that Tolkien feeling about the talking trees, moving trees.
Right.
So
Right.
she grows up with nature, and in the story, she interacts with civilization. So now she feels like she needs to protect her home that she knows all life against,
Right.
humans and all that. So the first issue was some of my best work. I realized it was like it pushed me to the fact because when I work on like things that I really enjoy, especially with fantasy, it kicks it up a bunch.
Right.
Drop. Um, so we finally released that. We did it. We got it fully funded in the summer. we put that. I make a joke with all my writers. I'm like, hey, don't worry, I'm undefeated on Kickstarter. I haven't lost one. So I was like, well, you make it sound like you're a WWE wrestler. I was like, oh well, I mean, yeah, you gotta be that confident.
Yeah,
and,
man.
and funny enough, that each writer that I've worked with has put the number really high, so it's always got me very nervous. I was like,
Yeah.
damn. But I've been lucky enough. I guess good support system and all that. We got it funded. We got released it in the summer, so people got the books already. I was able to actually sell the book for the first time here at Denton Comic Con, the one we went to this a while back.
Yeah.
I I got good responses from it. People were like, "Oh man, we love the trees that you draw," and it got a good response. But I'm working on issue 2, so I've been working on that like tirelessly. Trying to improve,
Right.
pushing it to the limit, and then I picked up another book which should be announcing later on. Well, we were working on the beginning aspects of it, so I've been just like going from project to project. I've been able to do anything like personal. So like I have nothing new to show at shows.
Right.
And so that's why like I'm worried like it's like if I go to another show, they'll show up with the same thing. I was like, hey, this is my stuff. It goes the same thing I had. But I'm trying to get to more stuff. And also I'm trying to work on my own book because I got the writers to send me a message the other day because it's like I'm the writer, but I teamed up with someone else to kind of help me out with the aspect of like writing.
Right.
I'm not the best writer. I'm a visual storyteller.
Right.
And I was like, oh man, I haven't I haven't touched that for a while. I haven't been able to. So yeah, no man, I just want to make sure that when I go to a show, I have something for people, and I want to do more stuff. So like that's why my hesitation doing the December show.
Yeah. How was that show though?
So depends on people who you ask. So I did really well.
Okay.
But the minute that they told me Stanley was coming to that show, I knew exactly where to put myself. So there was a table, was like there was a lighting against the wall all the way to the lighting. They had a bunch of tables against the wall, and then Stanley was here, and then there was a table at the very edge of where people would get done with Stanley. Not Stanley, Jim Lee. I keep saying
I was about to say Sam Lee. He's been gone for a
Jim Lee. Oh my
minute.
God, yeah, Jim. Why so many Lees? So many Lees. Jim Lee. Jim Lee was coming to this convention here, and then Jim Lee was gonna come to this convention. When the minute they said the name, I knew that I needed to sit like right next to where he was going to be signing because I did also wanted to to show him my work. So
Right.
which I did. I picked my table right at the edge where people get done looking at his stuff, and then they walk through. So and work beautifully. So every time they went to go stand league, they'll walk over and they'll see myself. They're like, "Oh shit, you look professional." Let me look at your work, and
Nice.
they'll see my work, and I got sold. But if you talk about the
Nice.
people on the other side, since people didn't migrate to the other side,
Right.
yeah, yeah, too many, yeah,
That
too many
sucks.
leads. Yeah, no, but I did well on that show. I mean, people responded well, uh, and they bought and they saw my stuff, and I was able to do some commissions, which I'm starting to do a little bit more. Since
Right.
I'm getting used to like drawing every day, so I'm getting the consistency of like just like drawing right at that moment. Maybe take 30 minutes or an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but it was a solid show. I think Lori sold stuff too, but Lori sat right next to me. Lori sat right next to me.
Too many leads. What's up, Pepe? That's funny.
It honestly is, and they're both very, very famous. I need to change my name to Lee.
Because I was waiting. I was waiting for you to pause because it's like, wait, how long ago was this? Because Stan hasn't been with us for a hot minute. I was like,
For some reason, I don't know why I could mix them. It's just probably because it's a Lee. It's like it's association with Lee. It's just like in my head.
how much was Jim Lee charging for his commissions?
I didn't get the commissions, but to meet him, because I did meet him. The table was like 100. They added 200. I think it was like $200 to $300 to just see him.
Just to see him.
To get signed stuff. He was signing stuff for people.
Yeah, because I heard like he was charging like like $15,000 for a sketch.
Oh, for sketching, yeah. If he was gonna ask you to sketch, then yeah, that's a whole different thing. But like if you were just gonna go sign stuff, But he had his table full of like his works. He was selling them for thousands of dollars,
Yeah.
Which I mean, it was mad respect. But some dude got away with a drawing at the very end. It looks like he doodled someone for something for someone. I was sitting right next to the people who authenticate things.
Yeah.
That boy came with the sketch from Jim, and then he goes like, "Did you just do this right now for you?" He goes, "Yeah, he just did it. I just talked to him." He's like, "Bro, you're so lucky. This is worth thousands of dollars." And he was like, "I'm not gonna sell it, but yeah, it's good to know."
Damn.
Yeah, man. When you get to that level, you don't have to really do much.
Yeah. It's funny because Angel Medina, he did Spawn, like Kiss Sackle Circus, that kind of stuff. He did Spider-Man. And we hung out at Chicago, Chicago. Then he came down to New York for the Big Apple. So, we showed him around. We took him to a diner. We took him to a bar, blah, blah. And I was going to buy a commission piece because I love his art style. And he says, no, I got you. I'll give it to you. I never got it. I was like, I never got it, bro. Every time I saw him, I got you. I'm going to get it. I said, yo, I'll just pay for it, bro. And he's like, no, I got you. And I never got it. I was like, damn.
Who you gonna do me like that, bro? I should have paid. I should have paid for it.
Yeah, I was like, yo, I just wanted an original piece from him, and the guy, I was like, man, that's the one that I was pissed off at. I was like, that's it. I'm not showing anybody around anymore until I get my piece. I'll forget this.
Have you ever seen him again? Did you get it?
I haven't seen him again. No. Oh well, no. I was at an event. He was at the same event, but I never got to leave my table because I was going to go up to him. I was like, yo, dude, whatever happened? But nah, that was the only one that I never got my piece from, but everybody else was pretty cool.
Well,
because I used to collect. I used to collect a lot of original art from artists. Jim Lee was a Bedrock comic in Stafford, Texas last year. Wow. Oh, he was at Bedrock. Wow. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, I didn't go to Bedrock this year. They screwed me this year. Bedrock City, they confirmed me back in February. Everything was good. And then in August, I get an email saying, hey, I know you tried and you didn't get in, but we do have a table opened up. And I was like, what? I thought it was confirmed back then. And I couldn't find the email. I couldn't find anything. But so I never went to Bedrock City this year.
Damn, they be doing you wrong.
I know, man. These people.
These people. I mean, it was that kind of for that kind of the same happened to me with Dallas Comic Con. Because people keep asking me to go, and I'm like, okay, no, I've been there. I've already been there once. It's not like I haven't been to Dallas. Dallas Fan Expo. But this year was weird. I signed up really early, so I was really early. Unless they had like a whole bunch of backed up from last year,
Right.
I should have at least got like a message. But then I got this weird ass message from them. I asked them, I was like, "Hey, did you guys release like the artist list or something like that?" I didn't get any information, and they were like, they gave me some vague message. It was like, we're still reviewing, but if you make travel plans, just make sure you are able to register." I was like, "Damn, okay." So they didn't. I guess they didn't accept me.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Ray in the house? Right back at you, homie. Miss you guys. Yeah, no. You know, it's funny because these guys, these convention promoters, right? They're looking for the big names, right? And but then I always get these last minute calls. Hey, would you like to? We got spots open. I said, nah, man. And I each and every one of them I respond. I said, when I book my stuff, I book a year in advance because I have work and I have to take the time off and I have to plan and all that stuff. I said, I'm a sure thing. Once I lock it in, I'm locked in. You don't have to worry about me flaking out. I said, you should have just secured me when I applied. I was like, but don't put me on a waiting list and don't send me an email about somebody canceled, because those are the two things I won't do. I won't do a waiting list because, I have work. I have a, full-time job. And so I can't just get up and just go,
I feel that. Yeah, no, I'm like the same way. You don't have to put me on a waiting list. Just tell me no or yes. Yeah. And so I want to get prepared. That's why, like, I tried to get into New York Comic Con because, I think it was about time I get up there, experience the hype and all that, which is big,
Yeah.
They never sent me a message, and then even approve or nothing. I was like, oh, damn, okay, I guess it's not the year.
No, I won't do New York. If I do New York or San Diego, dude, that's a big expense. Because I won't do Artist Alley. I need a booth. So that's a premium and it costs. Then I have to stay at a hotel by the convention center to have my stuff shipped to the hotel, because I won't ship my stuff to the convention center because they'll always lose it. So I'm close enough so I can, chug my stuff across the way to get my stuff into the convention center. So between shipping, the booth, the airfare, the hotel, right there. And then I got to take enough inventory to be able to make that money back. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And whenever I'm at New York or San Diego, most of my money, well, when I did it back in the days, most of my money was from commissions. I would do commissions, and that's how I made a premium to offset a lot of the operational costs just to go out there, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's hard to notice. That's basically what I've been doing now. I've been doing just more commissions. Well, someone's asking me, would you do Dallas?
Would you do Dallas Expo? I don't know, because they don't take care of you, bro. I did it once. They screwed me. So number one, you're paying for a 6-foot table and you're squeezed in and you barely have enough back room behind you because everyone's tight in like sardines. So they give you a 6-foot table for a premium price and barely enough space. And then when I first came to Texas, I did it. And I got a premium location. I paid for it. When I got to and I put it all over social media. This is where I am. I send the map, my image. I put X marks the spot. Come and see me here, blah, blah, blah. I get there. There's somebody else in my spot. And I'm like, yo, so I had to go find the people. And they're like, oh, we gave you a spot to a publisher who had like 7 artists. So they wanted to all be together. I was like, but I was already locked in. I already communicated that. And then they moved me on the opposite side in the middle, because I had a corner in the middle, scrunched in with a bunch of dudes. And then they had an editor from Marvel Comics doing a signing, and his line was blocking my table. And so I was mad. I was like, "Yo, how are they gonna, how
Do
you,
you like that? Yeah.
yeah, how you doing me like that, man? I'm Sam the Crazy Man Vera." Anyway, so I was like, "What?" So I started capitalizing on the line. I started hitting everybody on the line with my trading cards. And I was like, "Yo, while you're standing here, because you're gonna be here for a hot minute, let's talk. Let me tell you about my book." And that's how I started making my sales, working the line, because they were just blocking everything. But will I do it again? No, not for the price that they charge you. If they don't give me an 8-foot table. They because they've raised the rates, and if they give me an 8-foot table, I'll do it, but not for a 6-foot table. No way.
Yeah, they're definitely charging more. They're getting more celebrity based,
Yeah, they all are.
Yeah. I saw your video that you said what happened in San Antonio, and it gave me PTSD about what we did in Houston.
Oh yes.
I was like, oh no, Sam, don't tell me that.
Yes.
That happened to you again.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Where was it? San Antonio was whack, bro. For me, it was, and the people that I was in my section, it was like the way we were. You know how dead it was.
Yeah.
But it was crowded. There was a lot of people, but man, I was tanking. It was murder. And I don't close up shop, but I closed up shop every day an hour early.
Damn, man. I love to comment on those your videos. Like, hey, we should do Houston again. Just see what you would say to respond.
Crazy. I'm not doing anything in San Antonio again. That's for sure. That's 2 shows I did in San Antonio, and both of them were just whack. So I'm not doing. I did Superhero Comic Con and I did that, and they both were just horrible. So it's just San Antonio and me just don't jive. So but I tried it.
You should go. I was gonna tell you. You should try to do Kansas City. It's in March. It's a drive, bro, but it does get good numbers. I've done very well. A lot of artists do come. Well-known artists do come up there, and it does get packed each year that I go to.
Where's this?
Kansas City, Planet Comic Con.
Oh, Planet Comic Con. Y'all check that out. But before we get into that, let me play the video.
Go ahead.
The promotion for Forbidden. This is a promo for Forbidden, which is currently on Kickstarter. It's my 200-page epic omnibus, which is running. It has 19 more days. Check it out. Here it is. Here's my promo.
What troubles you?
Alas, my friend, I bear troublesome news.
Then we must drink.
Not just of I, but of all.
You are amongst friends. Speak freely.
I regret our brethren have fallen at the hands of Nokra.
How many?
Not just one, but all.
All? Impossible.
The House of Box is no longer. We must plan. We must plan today. Darkness is coming.
10 out of 10, bro. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Thanks, brother. Yeah, man. I got up at 5 in the morning. I filmed that today. This morning, 5 in the morning. My wife was asleep. I filmed it. I edited it, and then I uploaded it all today. I wanted to find a way to get people excited about the book, and so I said, "Hey, let's just have some fun with it. Let's see what happens." You know,
What time did you wake up? That's the question now.
I got up about 4:30.
Damn, that's the time I went to sleep.
What?
Yeah. Well, I went to sleep at 2:30, but damn. That is, bro. You were just like, that must be the anxiety from doing the Kickstarter, bro.
Yeah. When does it hit the theaters? I know, right?
Yeah.
The summer. This is the summer. Yeah, doing a Kickstarter does give you anxiety, bro. It does, because that's all you think about. You know, it's like it's all that's on your mind. You're constantly looking at it, you're watching it, you're like, and then I'm constantly uploading to social media. I'm on TikTok, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Blue Sky, I'm on Facebook and Instagram and Tumblr and Reddit, and
If
like
it has a name, you're on it, bro.
I'm on it, bro. It's like every single platform, your boy's on it, and it's like trying to just to get more readers. That's the whole purpose. How do you get more readers? How do you get more readers?
Yeah. No, I totally get that, bro, because it's, that's been my whole campaign for this last 2 years. It's like, how do I get more viewers to get to my account? So I get what you mean. Like, I tried Blue Sky, I was like, I don't know, man. Instagram already has Threads, so I was like, isn't it just like Threads, basically Blue Sky, like Threads? So, everyone's trying to be like Twitter.
Everyone's trying to be. I mean, Blue Sky. I I get a lot of reposts on Blue Sky, so I have people that'll constantly retweet or repost my stuff. Twitter, I get a lot of retweets of my stuff. So that's pretty cool. That helps out. But outside of that, it's just hustling. It's the grind, bro. It's the grind.
That's why we got to do the shows, bro. That's why we got to do the shows.
It's every day's a hustle, bro. Every day's a hustle.
That's why I'm telling you, Kansas City. I think you actually would do really well. I haven't, because it does get packed.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, my first few years I was starting out the convention. That's the first convention that I did, and I didn't do well because I didn't know how to present myself.
Right.
I had one of my well-known artist friends come up to me, and he was like, "Bro, you gotta stand up. You gotta talk. You gotta do something. You can't be sitting behind."
Right.
I was like, I was too early, because some artists can do that and people will come up to them, but I wasn't at that point. But now that's like last year and the year before, I haven't had to do much. People just been coming up, people just talk, man. They got to do a lot of commissions, man. I made so much more money doing just commissions. So I think if you go up there, they'll see something new, bro. They'll be like, oh, wow, this is different,
Right.
Because they're in a what is it called? A airplane. It's called Barter Hall. It's a huge hall. You can fit a whole plane in there.
Right.
And Artist Alley is like 10 times bigger than it is in Dallas Fan Expo.
Right.
So there's lanes and lanes and lanes of like just artists. And they bring a lot of famous artists. They're really artist concentrated. So, and people do come up there and they just buy.
Right.
And then Saturdays they just go crazy.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's one you should check out. And once you get in, you get grandfathered in after each time.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I don't have to try that hard to get in anymore. The first year I tried so hard. 3 years in a row I've gotten the same table.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like for me, it's like Texas Latino Comic Con and LitCon. I'm always a guest at those events, and I love doing those events. Um, you know,
I actually got someone came up to me and told me about Latino Comic Con on Denton Expo. I was like, yeah. I haven't thought about that. The last Comic-Con.
right?
I was just like that one time. I literally went like a week before. A week before, I asked him, I was like, hey, is there any tables? See if I can squeeze myself in.
Oh yeah, what they say?
Well, I had a cosplayer that knew the guy to ask for me. They were like, hey, can you ask for me? And she was like, nah, it's too late.
It's too late.
It's too late.
Sorry, chamaco.
But then at the Comic Con, someone came up to me and was like, hey, have you tried to go to the Latino Comic Con? I was like, yeah, I did. I tried a week before. Because I'm always late. I always don't know what's going on here in Dallas. So I'm always like looking, and I look.
Right.
But I can never find anything because it's not like there's a lot of small events that happen here in Dallas that they're not like advertised about.
Right.
So that last minute, I'm like, oh, I'm so late. So that's why I'm like, hey, can you is there a table? Try to squeeze me in. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it works for me.
Yeah. Yeah. Next year, I'm taking it easy. I'm not going to do as many events as I did this year. I'm not going to go. I don't want that color. I'm going to focus more on bookstores, comic shop book signings. I'm going to focus more there, my attention there, than big shows. And I'm trying not to do a lot where I have to drive so far.
Well, that's just what I'm drawing. I've been drawing the ones that I saw. It's going to be a rocker girl. Punk rocker girl. She's the character I've been drawing in my sketchbook for a while.
Hold on.
Yeah, there you go.
Let me see. There you go.
Yeah, she's been a rocker girl, punk rock girl I've been drawing for a while. I haven't made a story for her, but she keeps popping up. So
Nice.
She has a little demon living in her guitar, that comes out when she plays. Kind of rock and roll.
Nice.
Oh yeah, process-wise, if anyone's watching, let's watch my Instagram. I've always get the same question. This is not charcoal. This is not watercolor. Literally, it's the dirty ass water that I get from I wash my brushes from. It's just ink water, white ink, and just water. That's pretty much what I do on my thing. I think it's the grays that I get from it. I never wash it out because there's a nice grays that come out of just dirty water that I have staining. That's basically where I've learned big time when I've been sketching.
Yeah.
It's how to control the washes that I do on my drawings, the grays.
Yeah.
But if you haven't checked it out, I draw every day. I can't say I draw every day because I need a break. I sometimes just can't do it one day as I don't post it. But on Instagram, I post daily reels, and I speed it up. I do it an hour to an hour and a half of different. Right now, I'm doing different DC characters. I done the Absolute Universe, which I got a great response. I did Batman, Wonder Woman, Flash. If you go in the past, you see Marvel, X-Men. I did the X-Men too. I take the daily challenge of drawing every day to kind of improve.
Yeah.
Which is working well. I'm saying, if I do a before and after of some of my older sketchbooks to now, but the figures are more concrete and better. The shapes of each character that I draw is actually a little bit better than it was before.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just my spiel. I like what I do.
Yeah.
That's all I do. That's all I do. I just draw. I sit in my little corner, just draw every day. Please
Yeah, I wish all I did was draw, man. It's life would be a lot more simpler if I could just draw. But everything else gets in the way.
Yeah, that's why like since it's in the early stages of my career, I decided just like that's what I've been trying to do is just like go for it 100%. Since I still have like some leeway, I built up some like saving funds so I can do this. So work's been going good. I've been surviving.
Right.
Been surviving.
Yeah.
But yeah. That's why I was like, I was like, before life gets started like extremely hard, let me see if I can do this in a run.
Yeah. Yeah, it's it's a balancing act, right? I think it's trying to get so much done and time, the clock goes by fast, bro. I always find myself staring at the clock. It's like, it's driving me nuts. It's crazy.
Yeah. I was like, I'm like, oh, I have all this time. And then I start doing it and I look up and I'm like, whoa, what just happened? It's like, I'm still not even close to being done.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to take a little bit more. Like, I can't believe I already like, if I'm really thinking about it, I did a whole 5 series with Lori, about 4 books with Lori, Path to Fail Rider. I did 3 issues already. One's called Alex Goes, and now I'm working on the 2nd issue of another book. It's just like you start doing things and you don't realize how fast it's going. At the time you're like, okay, I got to get this done, and I don't know. You look up and you're like, damn, like, everything's moving too fast.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. It's don't know how to explain it, but I think it's when you're younger, the clock stands still, bro. But when you get older, that sucker's racing. I'm like, yo, chill, bro. I don't want to get old that fast. Like, relax. It's like, man, who's controlling the clock? What the hell?
Yo, chill.
That's
exactly what you
yeah. It's like, Diablo. There's the flats.
Ooh, damn, you got that done faster than me, bro.
Yeah. When it comes to duty, I'm a beast. I got him on lockdown.
Damn, look good, bro. Look like warrior. You have to join the verse. He's gonna have to go he's about to land in the fantasy land and be like, hey, there's aliens.
Yeah. He is. Because of Forbidden, I want to do this an homage to Forbidden, where the medieval times for duty. Try to get people just excited about it. Yeah, man. I mean, so far, just in talking about the campaign, I have milestone rewards. And so when we reached 25% funding, we unlocked one. When we hit 50%, we unlocked another. So we unlocked 4, which is 4 digital comic books from other independent comic book creators that everybody's getting. And now we're just $421 away from unlocking a secret stretch goal, which it's really cool. I don't want to talk, that everyone will get when we unlock that. And we are 8 backers away from spinning the wheel to give something away for free for the next backer. So every 10 backers, we spin the wheel and we give something away. So, and then we added the puzzle. So I added the puzzle, 300-piece jigsaw puzzle for Forbidden, which is pretty cool. So just trying to create some excitement and get everybody jazzed up. I was like, if you're a fantasy lover, if you love puzzles, this is a great way to have a date night at home, candlelight dinner, put the puzzle on the table and just play. Or if you just, if you want to play by yourself, you can play by yourself. It doesn't matter.
Have a lonely night.
Yeah, man. Just trying to create some excitement while the campaign is still going. And again, it's there's a hardcover edition and a softcover edition, and so there's two opportunities to own the book. I'm trying to figure out what kind of background I want with this.
What kind of background? What are you doing? Changing your
For duty. For this, yeah. Trying to figure out what kind. Before I do any tones, I'm gonna try to figure out what kind of background do I want with it. Do I want like
have a dragon behind him? You know.
just
Yeah, slayed a dragon.
the dragon?
I'm making him just like I make shit
Yeah.
way more complicated than it needs to be.
Yeah,
You can just do it.
I'm just trying to do a background. This guy wants dragons and stuff.
I mean, you see me draw. You know, I go a little extreme sometimes, and I take too long on purpose.
Oh no! I mean, if I'm doing something, I'm lowering this a little bit, the variance. If I'm doing this, like here, I just wanted to draw something tonight, and just to have fun and talk. So I really, I just know I wanted something with medieval in it, and but let me put this in a folder so I can move it around easier. There you go. Let me add that layer. Let's see if I did. Let's see. If I did that. And I could do.
There's some mountains, bro. So, you know, he's staring off in the corner of a ridge. You know.
Yeah, I know. Ain't no mountain high. Let me change that color from black to a brownish gray. There you go. I'll do this.
Yeah, your method of doing color is way easier than mine. I go crazy.
Battlefield background.
See?
Yeah,
Hey.
yeah. Yeah,
You thought mine was complicated.
some smoke and some fuegos and some.
No, he needs to slay some things, bro. He needs to be slayed.
Slayed. Do I do a dragon in the back? I can't. No, that's just.
No, you good. You're not.
I'm like. Let's see. I don't know, because that's. Let me see something. You guys are making me work tonight. Let me see. I don't know if I want to take a. If I did like. And this is I'm doing from memory, bro. I'm not doing anything for just trying to see.
Hey, me too. Okay, me too. Yeah.
How to.
You could have spears sticking from the ground, bro. You know, that's a solid choice.
Yeah. Spear sticking from the ground. So try to. Let's see. Do I want like? He's got to have like a. What is it?
Oh, there goes a dragon. There goes a dragon.
And I'm just playing to see if I want it or if I'm going to erase the whole thing. We'll see. We'll see.
I remember when you judged me about erasing everything. You're like, hey, I seen you draw this beautiful thing and then you erased it all.
I know.
Yeah, see? You know what I'm talking about.
Get the dragon, but I want. What do I want? I don't know if I want it there. Getting cannon vibes now. Spear sticking out of the ground. Yeah, I know, like spear chucklers, like here.
You're like, what's going on, man? You're like,
I
don't make
know,
this
right?
complicated.
I know, like swords sticking out of the ground. Guess I'm making me work. I don't know if I want that. I'm just trying to piece things together first, but trying to figure out the angle I want this sucker. His head. It goes like this. Oh, there we go. Yeah, like that. And like this. Muscle. This would be like muscle arms.
A muscular dragon. Okay.
No, I'm trying to see like he's contorting his neck. His body's this way. I'm trying to figure out how I want it. In fact, let me hold up. File new. You guys are making me hustle. All right, let me actually. I want change. I want if I did the dragon like this, and then his neck was like this. I want his body like this, right? And then his arms, right? His stone, right? Trying to figure out what the angle I want it on.
Easy.
Right? Because his face comes this way, the ears. All right. Or no, his bust is too big. This is the crap. This is what happens when I listen to the audience.
You get good drawings? Is that what you're saying? You get good drawings, man. What are you on?
There you go, like this. This is better than.
Watch. You finish this drawing, it's gonna be one of the best ones that sells. I'll tell you right now. Guaranteed.
All right, boom, boom. Then maybe the tail over here. All right. They were like, "What's he doing?" I'm just trying to. There, yeah, that looks like it'll be a good. Because Duty's in the way, so I got to redo it. So let's get Duty out of the way. Bam! There you go. Get out the way. All right. So if I did get that out the way, too big. All right. There you go. Boom. Did like a hill there, right? Boom. Then his tail comes. Maybe his tail comes here. All right. Well. All right. Trying to do that. Dun. Got quiet up in here. What the hell? Where'd you go? Where did Marco go? He went to the bathroom?
Oh, there we go. I'm back.
Well, you got a potty break? Where'd you go?
My nephew was calling me, and it looked like it kicked me out.
Lies.
I don't know. Hold on. Now I can't hear you from my laptop. I can hear you from my phone.
Oh, really? Pretty cool to see how you were. Oh, thanks. I'm just trying to figure out. I wasn't planning on doing a dragon until you guys started the peer pressure. But gonna do it. Gonna do it.
Yeah, that's what happens when you listen to the audience. Yeah, it turns out badass.
Is that what it is? All right, boom. There it is. I think the mouth will probably go a lot longer. Let's get the teeth in there. And maybe the mouth this way.
Oh, what happened?
There it is. There it is. And then maybe get a little beard down here. Boom. All right. And maybe, I don't know, is that yeah, this is boom. I gotta get some muscles here. Some I'll hear myself talking in the background. I'm engaged. Pretty schooled. Thanks, buddy. Thanks. Yeah, and gotta get some scales on here. What happened to this guy? Disappeared again?
It no,
Huh?
when it interrupted the video, it cut off the volume from the iPad, so it was lagging everything. I couldn't hear anything,
Oh.
so I had to completely get out. Think it would come back in.
Okay. All good, homie.
See, the dragon told me, "Oh, look, that dragon looks badass over here. Look at that. Look
Huh?
at that."
trying to figure this out.
Over here saying blaming the audience over here.
It wasn't part of the plan. I was like that. I was trying to do something quick and easy. I was like, oh dang, now I gotta work.
It's okay. You can finish it later. You know, we can see the starting aspects of it. You know, and then you can later come out on Facebook and be like, oh wow, this came out so badass. We're making you do a whole illustration.
I know. And then I gotta. What's going on back there?
Some family got here. You know,
I thought they were cheering me on.
Yo, keep going, bro. Sorry. No, bro. I'm the one cheering you. All right, bro. You gotta get this done. I'm just kidding. You don't have to get it done tonight.
Yeah, but I'm trying to get this, and then
sort it out.
Yeah, and there it is. Well, once I get all the scales and stuff, I'll put this down here. Boom, 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 boom. Then I'll start inking it and going a little crazier. But let me see what's duty. Okay, boom. So you're here, just the dragon.
There you go. Yeah, that crazy yards on it. All right, it looks pretty solid over here.
Right, I'll bring the tail in front of him when I ink it, so the tail will be in front. So. But maybe I gotta move this and maybe put like a rock here instead, change the angle of this. Put him like holding a rock. Or just change the angle of his hands. Change the angle of the hands.
Nah. The dragon's behind him. Dude's about to get fucked up.
Yeah, no, but I want to put the dragon's claws back here. Because flat. There you go. There it is. All right, now let's ink this bad boy. This is what takes some time. All right, take your time, young man. Mama used to say.
Over here, bro. You do a whole illustration, man. You're like, what, Marco? What did I get you on here? You do a whole fucking illustration.
I know you're killing me. You're killing me, Smalls. Killing me. All right, let's get this bad boy.
I'm already almost done, man.
I want this.
And those eyes, though. Those eyes are epic. Yeah, that emotion that comes out of those eyes. So
Thank you.
yeah, I think it's like, yeah, work hard for it. So how many so is Forbidden, is it like a volume or is it like an issue?
It's completely done, start to finish. It's 200 pages. It's completely done, start to finish. So the good thing, the way I wrote it was, I wrote it so as the reader, you can imagine alternate endings the way I wrote it, because I leave you with questions at the end. Yeah, so it's pretty dope. You know, I'm excited about this. You know, trying to and anybody who backs the campaign next year in the spring, they'll get an email of a PDF short story, continuation of one of the characters' backstories of Forbidden. And in the fall, they'll get another PDF of a backstory of one of the characters from Forbidden. So it's like short story prose that I'm writing. So just for backing the campaign, they get it for free.
Okay, damn, bro.
Yeah, so they guarantee the next year to continue on the Forbidden saga and the journey. So it's going to be pretty dope.
So you do you're going to continue with different characters after this.
So what happens is Forbidden has a lot of characters and supporting characters, and you can't tell everybody's complete backstory in 200 pages. So it leaves you with a lot of questions about, like, how did this guy come to be in the series? You know, what was the backstory here? And so I closed the gap on that with some of the stories that I'm writing for next year. So people will be able to, like, if you fall in love with a specific character, that character might have a backstory next year. So there's 2 characters that I picked that I'm doing backstories and short stories, because I'm contemplating whether or not to write Forbidden as a novel, a fantasy novel. And so I'm going to use the prose as my way of assessing whether or not people like the stories that I've written, and if they want more, because then I will continue and I'll work on the full story.
Okay, that's a solid plan.
Yeah.
Sounds like a little D&D over here, bro. You're getting into D&D world right here.
That's what I want. Even the way I designed the trading cards, you know, the whole purpose of the way I designed the trading cards is to eventually do a gameplay with it. You know, which is why I want a lot more readers for the book, and I'm hoping to get more people to back the campaign and order the book. Because the more that do it, the more it encourages me to take it to that next level.
Yeah, I got to get to that Kickstarter game. I got to get my book ready to go, bro. You already, you know, I got to get your experience. You gotta get more of your experience.
I'm still a novice in this game, bro. I'm still trying to break into this Kickstarter game. Some people got it on lock. I'm still figuring it out myself. So not there yet. Not there yet. I don't like that.
Okay. Pretty solid.
Yeah.
Look at that dragon. It wants to breathe fire.
I know. Yeah. So we'll see, man. We'll see. One day at a time. Ding. Oh, your TV dinner's ready?
Texting. Takes people texting me,
Yeah.
feel important,
Is that what it is?
Talking about dinner, that's actually a good idea. Like, I just feel I haven't ate.
You haven't eaten?
Nah, I'm about to eat right now after this.
Yeah.
I've been planning to do more live drawings, since I do it, but I just have to figure out how to do it because people want to see me do the drawings of the day.
Yeah.
More so than it's me talking, so.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. What you got planned for today? Finishing this dragon drawing all the way to the night.
Just do this, and then probably just watch a movie with my wife. We're gonna watch a movie and just chill because I've been in the studio all day. It's my first day off this week, and I wanted to get a lot of stuff done. I wanted to get that video that I did done and uploaded, so I'm probably just going to just chill. I've worked so much, like I've been a slave to the Kickstarter today.
So you need a break. You need a break.
Yeah, I need a break. I'm trying to get people to back it. I've been posting every day, everywhere, so I'm going to give posting a break today. I did get one backer today, which was good. So hopefully more people come along for the ride. Hopefully people like the video that I did.
That's an acting. You should make it into a movie, bro. You gotta make it.
I'm planning on doing like little videos, clips. I'm gonna have another one next week. So I went and bought the costumes and everything, bro.
Oh shit.
Yeah, man. I ain't playing. When I get like obsessed with something, it's over.
I mean, but you got it funded already over here. But
it's more not just about funding; it's about getting a lot more readers. Because
yeah.
I'd rather have a couple hundred readers. Because then I know that it's getting into people's hands. It's like funding a project is great, and I'm grateful. But how do I get more people to say, "Let me give this one a shot"? How do I get, to your point, D&D fans to say, "Let me go and check this out"? To say, "Hey, here's a comic that has all of these elements of fantasy, things that I love." How do I get them to say, "Let me read this book. Maybe there's something there."
Dogs don't want to let you talk, bro. They're like, nah, you're not.
My dogs are rude. So that's the biggest thing. It's like, how do I get, there it is, get that out of it. People that want to take a chance, and because they all go for their favorite stuff, and
Yeah, they
you
go
know,
for things that are well known and all that.
yeah, things that they're familiar with. It's
Less risk there than doing something unknown.
yes. So I'm, I the guys that I worked with on this project, they all did a fantastic job on it. So now it's just about getting the world to recognize.
Recognize, exactly. Recognize.
You know what I'm saying? It's like that's the hard part, because there's only so much you can do on social media if you don't have, the following.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's what I talked about the focus this year. I've been trying to get those following, those people to just like, to look at my content just at least,
Yeah.
As it's been a whole strategy this year. So, it's been so far been going good, but I'd rather focus on because I know a lot of conventions have been now focusing on that more than anything.
Right.
The game's getting harder, bro.
It does get hard, it's but you just got to keep pushing, keep grinding. That's the way I look at it. It's I say if I can get one backer a day until the campaign ends, I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
I just hate when I go a day and I didn't get anybody back it. That's like a hard feeling.
Well, you achieved it. You probably get another backer tonight, bro. I already know. He's good energy that way.
Hoping so, bro. Hoping so.
All right. Who left there? All right, here was the sketch reveal. Punk rock girl with demon. I kept it rough.
Hold on a second. Let me get this out the way. Have to get that tail whipping over there. Hold on.
Oh yeah, no, it's coming out good. You're gonna give me credit, So here goes the punk rocker girl.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Look at you.
Keep the loose. My sketchbook, sometimes I get very tight and very loose. This one was very loose to match the energy, Little demon coming out of her guitar. Yeah.
That's dope. That is dope. Nice, bro. So where can people find you on social media, bro?
So on social media, I'm mainly on Instagram, but I'm also on TikTok. Both of those, you can just search my name, Marco DeFillo. My last name is spelled DEFILLO, and it's Marco DeFillo Art on Instagram. And if you go on TikTok, just look Marco DeFillo and it'll pop me up. And basically, what I do, well, let me type. I should type that in the the comment that I spelled my last name. let me write that.
Yeah,
man. Yeah. So I'm a comic book artist, illustrator. I tend to focus on comics, but I'm not afraid to step outside the box. Like I literally did a logo for a music video that came out. It was like a vampire themed video. He wanted me to design a whole bunch of stuff for him, and he wanted to design this kind of cup. And I did a logo for him. So my art's on the music video as well now. That's up, came out Thursday. Right. So that was pretty cool. But I focus on comics. I'm working on an issue called Brute Folk. Working on issue 2. It's a dark fantasy. It's about a girl who was raised in the woods. And it's a magical forest, so she grows tree legs. Because, of course, it's fantasy, But nice. It's a cool concept. It's a man versus nature. But yeah. And I'm getting bits of the script. It has little dark elements to it. Issue 2 is gonna be pretty fun. Introducing these wild ass characters. I get to design all the characters from scratch, so it's pretty fun. So it's a real partnership. That's what I'm working on. And I do daily drawings each day. It started with Pokemon. Right now I'm doing DC Universe, doing Justice League. I've done the whole Justice League. I do the Absolute Universe. But I'm hoping that from here it grows a little bit more. I'm growing with my account, get larger books, but yeah, comic books, illustrations. I do a lot of like fan art. That's pretty cool as well. So you want to go check that out. I do covers. Yeah, man. I mean, I do a lot. I do a lot.
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, no. Thanks for. I'm surprised that when you was like, "Yo, when are we gonna do the live stream?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, that's right." I was like, "Let me add that to my schedule." Prank. But no, it was good. It gave me a break today because I was going crazy. I'm tired of promoting on social media, so I just wanted a break to just to chat with a buddy of mine, and get some drawings done. I didn't expect to have to work as hard
Do a
tonight
whole
with
dragon.
drawing.
It's gonna be a good piece, bro. You gotta post that. It's gonna get a lot of likes. I'll tell you right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish.
No, I'm actually trying to start doing more live stream. So it was a good way. I was like, this is a good way to introduce myself to how to do it. You know how to do it.
Yeah. I think we got. We'll do it again, and we'll bring Lupans.
Yeah.
And I think it'll be a great way. Just artists drawing with friends. That's what I'm calling it. Just drawing with friends.
Drawing with friends, man. I was drinking and drawing.
There you go. Yeah, I know. I have this. A friend of mine went on vacation to Asia and came back with these drinks that were pretty
Strong.
They're pretty cool. They were small. I can't read what they say because it's a different language. But dang, you mix that with lemonade and it's delicious. I don't know what it is, but it doesn't have like a smell. It doesn't have like an aftertaste, but it's nice and smooth. But yeah.
That's what you start feeling later. You're like,
yeah, I was surprised that off the top of the dome, I'm freestyling during Dragons. It was pretty dope. But no, it was fun tonight. Thank you, Pepe, for joining. Raymond, bro, my brother from another mother. Thank you for joining the live stream. One day, Raymond, somebody I grew up with. We went to the same elementary school. We grew up in the same neighborhoods. And there's another buddy of ours called, his name is Angel too. One day I'd like to meet those guys up. Maybe we all meet up in Florida because I think Angel lives in Florida.
And Miami Con, there's a Miami one that's pretty big too. An expo, it's pretty big. But you probably don't want to do an expo. You probably just want to go out and hang out.
I'll do Orlando. I'll do like MegaCon.
Okay, yeah. Man.
I'll do, but those are so. If I do those kind of big shows, I need 8 feet. I need a 10-foot booth because I gotta make sure that it's because next year. So that's the whole thing. Next year, thanks, brother. Yeah, next year I want to. I'm gonna have Forbidden. So I'm gonna have the graphic novel for Forbidden, the hardcover and the soft cover, and I'm gonna have the Forbidden paraphernalia, all the stuff that's available on the Kickstarter. So next year I'll have the puzzles and the bags and all that stuff. So I'm working on a split booth with one side Forbidden, the other side Duty. Then I also got to make room for the other stuff like Cosmic Wars. But Forbidden, I'm trying to create a custom display that has like an ancient medieval feel to it, that displays the books and the prints and the stickers, so that when you see it, you're like, oh, what is this? Almost like it looks like a castle. I want it to look like a castle almost, and that people just like, yo, because Duty already stands out. So I need
something to make that stand out.
Yeah, I need that to stand out. So I'm working on it, and but any convention I do has got to be 8 feet, no less than 8-foot table.
I'm telling you right now, that dragon design with Duty, it's gonna sell out. I guarantee you right now.
I know I gotta make it tight, but yeah, I'm gonna add flames and all that other stuff in the background, all that stuff.
Oh, and to connect to D&D people, man, making dice might be too expensive. Because a lot of D&D people like to look at dice.
Dice?
Yes, but the dice would be expensive.
I have a dice bag.
Yeah.
Yeah. So on the Forbidden campaign, I got a dice bag. So I'm already there. So.
Oh yeah, I am slow. But you're already there.
I got the dice bag. No. So what happened was I was on a podcast, and there's these TTRPG guys on the podcast, and I was telling them about Forbidden, and I'm trying to cater to that audience because they're such a loyal, diehard audience. and they back the campaign right on the spot. They go, you got me. You're doing your thing. You got my attention. So if I can try to find out where they all hang out and get them and introduce them to the book, that would be dope. So that's what I'm trying to do, and we'll see, man. It's we'll see. So hopefully tonight, somebody says, hey, because there's only 10 of the 300 piece puzzle set. There's only 10 of those. So hopefully tonight, someone says, hey, I want to get the puzzles, and whatever, bro. So back Forbidden, head over to Kickstarter, Forbidden, 25 years in the making. I wrote this book back in the days when I had less gray, and I could actually jump higher on the basketball court.
Back when you were rapping.
Back when I was rapping, bro. Back when I was rapping. I'm back in the days on the boulevard.
Back there like you're rapping, bro.
I know. And she's like, "You're rapping?" But yeah. But thank you guys for watching this. I am Sam. That's Marco, and we'll be back again. The next time there'll probably be 3 of us. Hey, stop that. All right, bro. So, see you guys. Let me hit that outro. Thank you, Pepe. Thank you, Ray. Let me put the outro music on. Where's that outro music? Here it is.